Back again with another case video for the Pixel 8 Pro, but this one's a little bit different. I have picked up 5 pretty cool Magsafe cases for the Pixel 8 Pro, so I want to share them with you. So let's get into it. What's up guys, welcome back to Michael's Tech Talk. As I'm sure you're aware, I am a dual wielder. I use iPhone primarily and I use Android on a day-to-day basis. Now I do have a collection of Magsafe accessories, car mounts, chargers, that kind of thing, and that's my only downside with going to Android at times, is I don't have the same ability to use said Magsafe accessories. Now with the upcoming change to Qi 2, that will eliminate that on Android moving forward, all being well. But for the time being, Magsafe cases is the option. So let's get stuck into what I have found. So first up is this. This is the Tudia MergeGrip case for the Pixel 8 Pro. Now I've already done a full review of this case and I will leave you a link in the description down below for this case, but I'm just going to give you a little quick refresher here. So this is the black version of the MergeGrip case. It is really decent. I do like it, and for its price point it is one of the best value cases you can get for the Pixel 8 Pro. It's got really clicky textile buttons, it's got a decent screen lip as you can see there, and we have fantastic camera guard protection where it actually raises up over the camera guard, which is what you want. If you want to set that down flat, you want to be rest assured that you're going to get protection. Also, Magsafe, it's not the strongest magnets, but they are more than capable of being on a car mount, hitting a bump on the road, and it's not going to fall off your mount in your car. So yeah, they're not massively strong, but they are just enough, you know. And for the price point, you can't fault it. So like I say, if you want to check out a longer version review of this case, I will leave you a link in the description down below. You can check that out. But that is the Tudia MergeGrip case. Next up is the everyday case by the guys at Peak Design. Now I have also reviewed this case already on the channel, so I will leave you a link down below for that if you want to check out a longer, fuller review. But this is just going to be a quick recap of that case. So this case does have this sort of silicone bumper. We have this fabric design on the back, which is very nice. Peak Design's own trademark mechanism for mounts and accessories and that kind of thing, which is really cool. This fabric is one of the nicest fabric cases I have tested for a smartphone, so I would definitely recommend. It does have a decent enough screen lip. It's not massive, but it does enough to raise that display up off that surface. Camera guard protection is pretty minimal though, and I would have liked to have seen it come up over the bar a bit more, but you can't have it all. But what that lacks in camera guard protection, it well makes up for in Magsafe strength. I'm not even going to put my hand out for that because I know how strong it is. I have been using this case on the daily and it is top notch. So yeah, like I say, this is just a little quick recap of this case, but if you do want to check out the longer version of this video, I'll leave you a link in the description down below. On to the next cases that I have picked up, which I haven't yet reviewed. So I have some new kids on the block here. So this is a case that I found on Amazon. So this is from a brand called Gatatol, and it was a fairly decent case. Now this is a Magsafe ring / kickstand case. So off the bat, the coating on this case it's like a silicone, it's a black silicone, so it does feel quite grippy when you're holding it. And we have these sort of silicone TPU type buttons as well. On the inside then, we have this lovely microfiber lining, and yeah, it's very nice, and I'm sure you can see there it says designed for Google Fusion Impact Protection. So there is some shock absorption in the bumper itself, but overall it's a pretty sleek case. The only thing I have noticed is the ring on the back doesn't really fit flush, so you do have a noticeable bump there with that. They don't make Magsafe stuff for Pixels, so best endeavors, best efforts is what I would sort of say there. Let's just weigh this case. 64 grams. So it is noticeably heavy with this metal Magsafe ring in the back. so that's kind of to be expected. It does feel quite a thick case, as I'm sure you can see there. There's a noticeable step there between the camera bar and the back of this case. So yeah, so let's just try it on the phone. And first impressions, I mean, yeah, it does feel grippy. It doesn't feel overly thick. It does feel a little bit thicker than some of the cases that I have already tried. But there's the cutouts for the USB-C and the speaker hole, and then the microphone cutout there as well. So yeah, it's not too bad. Fitment test. So if we just do the twist, the phone is in there. It's not gonna shake loose or anything like that, which is pretty good. But if we check the screen lip, now the screen lip is very, very minimal. It is slightly raised here at the corners, but you're not getting a massive amount of protection there on the sides. But if you do set it down flat, it will keep it up off the surface, so it won't let the display touch. But one thing I have noticed is, look at the camera protection. So that camera bar is completely covered, and we've got these plastic guards here as well over the lenses. As you can see there, it is quite recessed. So you've got good set down protection there for your cameras. So what you lack sort of in the screen, you make up for at the cameras. That's not bad. And then the feel of the case, with it being silicone, you know, it does feel grippy. It will be a fingerprint magnet because silicone. That's just the way they are, unfortunately. But there we have that MagSafe ring, and as I said before, it is a kickstand, so you can just put that out there and you can use it to view your content or do whatever. But you can actually spin this around, and if you do want to use this as, you know, to put your phone upright, use it as a tripod, or use it to make a video call or something like that, it's pretty decent. So yeah, it's not too bad. Now, I will say it doesn't run flush with the case, but I'm not expecting it to, with it not being a, you know, something that comes on Android phones, especially Pixels. They're not MagSafe ready, so it is what it is. But let's try the magnet strength of this case. So straight away, with this being a kickstand case, we just need to be sort of mindful that it will open up, as you've seen me test other kickstand cases on the channel before. So rather than do this down like that, I'm going to do it from the side just to test the magnet strength. So let's just... So the magnet strength there is pretty decent, and it will take the weight of the stand as well, which is what you want. So you don't want it to be sort of coming loose when you're in the car or that kind of thing. So yeah, it's not too bad. Like I say, it's something that I did find. It's an unknown brand that I have seen, and I thought, you know what, I'll pick that up and try it. So that's the Gatatol kickstand case for the Pixel 8 Pro. Next up is this. So this is from the guys at Whitestone Dome, or Dome Whitestone. They're famous for making screen protectors for curved displays, but I seen this case come up on Amazon, and I thought, you know what, that looks really, really good. And you know what, it actually does. So this is another black case. So we have this solid plastic part here at the back with your MagSafe ring and the MagSafe printout on it. And I'll be honest, I'm not mad at that. And on the side then, we've got these plastic buttons, which are molded into the side of the case, which are pretty decent. And then on the inside, it's pretty straightforward. It's just plain, and we have this sort of softer silicone type bumper. And you know what? It's not a bad case. So we'll just weigh this case. 44 grams, which isn't too bad for a half decent MagSafe case. I'll be straight up with that, and with it being black, it'll go well with a Obsidian Pixel. So let's just pop it in there and see what this is like. And straight off the bat, that is a nice feeling case. I'll be straight up about that. It is sort of this matte. It does have like a sort of matte type finish on the back with the MagSafe ring, which is very, very nice. It still will get fingerprints and that kind of thing, which is unavoidable. So buttons, very tactile, very responsive, and yeah, that's really, really decent. So fitment test then, so we'll just twist it at the corners here. The phone doesn't come loose, it's well in there, which is what you want. The screen lip, so there is a decent screen lip on this case. It does come up over the display at all edges. So if you do set that down flat, it's going to keep it up off that surface. That's what you want. And then on the back, the camera bar is completely covered. So this is all raised up, and then as you can see, it's recessed in for the camera bar, and it comes up over it completely. I like that. That's my cup of tea. And if I set that down flat, cameras aren't going to touch. And also, because it's a Pixel, the camera bar goes right away across the back, so it won't rock. Fantastic. Love it. Feel of the case, it does feel grippy on the bumpers. It does feel slippery on the back, but that's to be expected with that sort of matte finish. And I really do like that. There's our cutouts for our USB-C and our speakers. There's the microphone for the top. And then we do have a lanyard cutout here as well for people that use lanyards. And then we have our buttons. So yeah, that is a very, very nice case. And I thought that suited the Obsidian Pixel very, very well. It's a very, very nice looking case, and I would really recommend that, to be honest. And lastly, we have this. So this is the Limitless 5.0 for the Pixel 8 Pro from Mous. And let's call a spade. If you're a regular viewer of this channel, you'll know Mous is no stranger on this channel. So yeah, let's just get a check out of this. So let's just weigh this case. 50 grams on the bottom. If you've been living under a rock, you'll know Mous. Mous are the guys that do those adverts. They go outside the Google offices, they go outside the Apple stores, and they throw their phones into the air, and they throw them down cliffs and all that madness. But these cases are built to be robust, shock absorption. They're not the slimmest, but they're not supposed to be. They're supposed to be about protection. So that is what you're going to get. So on the back here, this is the armored fiber version, because shock horror, Michael likes armored fiber. But what I have noticed here, we do have this textured grip down the sides, which is very, very nice. We also have lanyard loophole. There's our cutouts then for USB-C and our speakers, and then our microphone at the top, which is very nice. On the inside, it is microfiber lined. You can see the Magsafe layout here. And there it is on the back as well. So we've got the guidance magnets there as well. Very, very nice. And then on the inside, you can see that shock absorption material, that green material is all the way around. It's their air shock material. So it goes down the sides, and it's also in the corners as well, and it's in the top. So it is designed for all those impact places, the sides, the corners. That's what it's designed for. So let's just pop the Pixel in and see just how the fitment is. And there we go. Very, very nice. So yeah, the sides, that textured side, it does make it grippy. I do like that. We have these plastic buttons here, which are very tactile, very clicky. No issues with them whatsoever. And then fitment test, so if we just give that a twist, as you can see, that's not coming out. That air shock material as well will also help grip the phone while it's in there, so you've got no issues with fitment whatsoever. That fits in there perfectly. Screen lip, so as you can see, we do have a slight lip at the very sides of the display, but it is raised quite high at the corners. So it is going to lift that phone up off that surface. So if you set it down flat, it is going to raise it and give you that the most amount of protection. Camera bar, I would have liked to have seen improvements here with the camera bar, from being honest. I don't like the cases which have these cutouts on the camera bars. I like to have that shaped with the camera bar and come up over it. I would have liked to have seen that with this version for the Pixel 8 Pro, but we do get a minimal lip here. So if you do set that down flat, it'll give you a minimal amount of lift up off the surface to stop the cameras from marking up. So it could be better, but it's not the worst. And it is completely flat then, so the camera bar doesn't have, you know, like a bump, as you can see there, so it's just really flat. But it is a really nice feeling case, and it does give you that extra bit of protection. Like if you were to drop this, I would be confident that there's nothing going to happen to it, which is what you want in a case, really. It does have Magsafe, so I'm interested to see what the Magsafe magnets are like. The last version I tested for the Pixel 7 Pro, the magnets were okay. They weren't great, they weren't awful, they were just okay. So let's check this out. Yeah, magnets are okay. And I dropped it, and it's fine. So yeah, the magnets are okay. Would I like to see them a bit stronger? Yeah, I think I would. But if you're in the car or you're setting this on your desk, it's not going to fall off. If you hit a bump on the road with your car, it's not going to fall off. It's not that bad, but I would have liked to have seen a bit of improvements there. It's a bit samey, if I'm being honest, but by no means is it bad. The quality of the case is there. There's just a few little improvements would just make it a level up. So those are my picks for Magsafe cases for the Pixel 8 Pro. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Have you got any of these cases, or have you any questions about any of these cases? Let me know in the comments down below. I'll answer any questions, not a problem. As always, if you are interested in picking up any of these cases, I will leave you links to where I found them on Amazon. So if you do use any of my links, it do help support the channel, but don't cost you guys any more money. So if you do, thanks for your support, much appreciated. That about wraps it up for this video, guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, smash that like button for me, and don't forget to click that subscribe and ring that little bell to be notified of new videos just like this one. I'm gonna go, keep it locked on the channel. I have more Pixel 8 content coming, and if you are looking for any more down-to-earth tech review and accessory videos, you know where to come. And until the next one, I'll catch you later.